Hi guys, how's it going? Captain Foley back with you guys to chat today. What are we going to talk about? I don't know. That's kind of up to you guys. Shoot me a topic and we'll discuss. I do have some ideas coming up for some videos on the Captain Foley personal channel, as well as some live videos. So be sure to join me for any new ones that are coming up. There's going to be some good ones. But anyway, yeah. So let's see what's going on here and see who's here, who wanted to join me, or who didn't. Proof is in the pudding, I guess. All right. Okay, lay down then. Sorry, the dogs are. I was trying to make a video that needed like silence, and it was very difficult to do because the dogs were breathing. How dare they? And snorting. And anyway, you'll see that video at some point, but don't worry about that. So let's see. One person here. Awesome. Two people here. Awesome. Still no likes though. I want 2 likes, at least. Cosmo, hey Cosmo, how's it going? So yeah, we got a lot of new stuff coming up. February 16th is Picard season 3, of course. March 1st is Mandalorian season 3, and I'm catching up on the Mandalorian. I'm going to have a live discussion soon, just chatting about Mandalorian and all the cool stuff that goes with that. Okay, would you lie down? Take your duck. And lay. She got a little duck, see? Here, play with it in there. I don't hear your toes clicking all over the floor. There you go. Anyway, so yeah, lots of stuff coming up, and I do have some good ideas for videos, as I said. Hopefully they pan out. Sorry, I've been had kind of a stressful day. Sylvia had to go into the hospital for surgery, and it was snowing like a motherfucker out there today. So driving to drop her off wasn't so bad. Driving to pick her up later in the day was really bad. It was really snowing then, and the roads were kind of shit. So a little bit stressed. Plus, I had to, shovel the driveway and everything as well. So I know it's not stressful. It's not stressful, Stuart. It is kind of. So, but anyway, yeah, that's the situation. So I just wanted to come on here and do a quick live. And like I said, I do want to do a Mandalorian just discussion live soon, just you guys and me, because I am rewatching Mandalorian. I just started season 2 today. Season 1 is good. I can't believe how good season 1 is. I didn't remember it was that great, actually. So it'll be fun to talk about that, but we're not going to do that today, unless you guys bring up anything about it. Hello, Rashim. Hello, Mike. Did Sylvia put you in the corner? Were you a bad boy? Yes. Yes, that's why this is the captain's corner. I'm actually out of the corner. I have been filming from this chair lately for the lives, but Precious decided to steal that chair. So I countermanded her and moved up to this chair. So that's fine. The fun shall now commence. Yes. Fleetpaw live from a hotel room in Rochester, New York. It's your favorite moderator. Why you in a hotel room, Fleetpaw? Good to see you, though. Glad you could make it. Oh, that's horrible. Is she okay? Yes, she's okay. It was just a day surgery thing, something she's been actually contemplating about and kind of waiting to get in for the surgery for like 2 years. Finally got that completed. So, anyway. Fleetpaw, ew. Fuck shoveling. Hope Sylvia's okay and everything went well. Yeah, she's a little sore, obviously. I'm going to have to be taking care of her for the next few days. So that's why there's no 4 o'clock lives this week, because today I had to go pick her up, obviously. Tomorrow I actually have to go do something else. Got to pick up a piece of furniture we ordered, but I'll be taking care of her. So I will be doing late night lives, though. Once she's settled downstairs and in bed, I will be coming up and chatting with you guys, because I do love doing that. So, Geraldine Karstensen, $20. Dang. Take nip, and we hope the evening is better. I don't have anything to drink offhand. I just have a Coke. So I'll enjoy that. Libby says, I love your pug stuffed animal. Do you still think that it's real? Yes. Yes, I do. Joshua, hey Cap, hope everything gets better for your... Thank you, Josh. Or Joshua, sorry, I shouldn't shorten anybody's name that doesn't let me know ahead of time. Olivia, I am your favorite moderator. Ozzy said she took your chair. Joshua Farrow, your content is amazing. Aw, thanks, man. Much appreciated. All right, I got some really cool ideas coming up. I was working on one just before this live. We'll see how it turns out in editing. We'll see. I'm not going to say anything about it, but it'll probably be on the Captain Foley personal channel. And if it goes well, it might become a series. We'll see. We'll see. Rashim, you are like 1 of 10 people to say my name right the first time. You're welcome. I sometimes screw up names. I didn't do it this time, thank goodness. But yeah, hit that like button because I said it right. Everybody hit that like button for me saying the name right. Mike says, I had surgery on my electric plate and screws. Worst pain of my life. Oof. Joshua says, I go by Josh all the time. Okay, well, there you go. I can call you Josh. Ray Rivera. Hello, Cap and chat. Hello, Ray. How's it going? Why we only have 9 likes now? 9 likes and 15 people here. That's unacceptable, guys. I should probably close that door to keep my voice down, too. Olivia, Van, you move to the right, please. You're blocking our precious view. Okay. Should I just sit over here then? I should. I'm going to change it up. I'm going to sit over here so you guys can see Precious sleeping, because that seems like something that's fun to do. Hold on, I just got to close the door, though. Just so my voice doesn't carry as much. That tells me I am right and Olivia is wrong. Yes, because that's always been the case. Oh, wait a minute. What? No, I didn't say that. Josh says I started a YouTube channel soon. I'm starting a YouTube channel soon and want to Naruto and Star Trek content. Oh, cool. Not into Naruto. I think that's an anime. But Star Trek I'm down for. 100%. Surgery was in November of last year. Well, are you feeling better now, at least? Everyone smash that like button, yes. Fucking smack that like button like a redheaded stepchild. Oh, that's just mean. Don't be mean to the redheads. SC Scout Guy, just for once, I would like to hear Christian yell, be quiet, before Stuart closes the door. That'd be kind of funny, actually. And I'm glad you know his name. Everybody just refers to him as Quiet, so that's kind of funny. Can I move this over? I should be able to move that over, but I can't. Unless I can do that. No. Sorry, I'm not quite looking at the camera as a result of being shifted over here thanks to Olivia, so she better be enjoying the view of the pug. You stole my precious. My precious. Man, I see how it is. I thought we had something special, Cap. I mean, we do. We do. You are pretty awesome, but... Favorite moderator? The bribes haven't been big enough to substantiate that. Sorry. Geraldine Carstensen, this emoji always looks like poop emoji to me. Oh, the Trekyards one, yeah, a little bit. It's like high class poop though. It's all like perfect and all that. It's not all bumpy on the sides or whatever. So yeah. um, but anyway, how is everybody? Hope you're doing well, and hopefully you guys haven't been dumped on with snow because well, from early this morning till a few hours ago, it's been snowing here, and we got about 15, 16 centimeters of snow. So I don't know what that translates into inches, but and yeah, it looks like the next few days might have snow in the forecast. So there might be a lot more of my shoveling escapades going on. Um, Mike says, "Yeah, I feel good. I'm in physiotherapy. Yes." Captain Casey Stewart. Once spring comes around, are you going to get right along with the Camaro? Maybe. I've considered doing that a few times. I don't know who would be interested. That might be a Captain Foley personal channel thing, not necessarily a Trekyards thing. I don't know. We'll see. I guess that's one vote for that kind of thing. So there you go. That's one. But yeah, Fleet Paw. I know his name, but Quiet and Ensign Kid sound better because they are more easily yelled than Christian, unless you're Morgan Freeman in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. Geraldine Carstensen, and I still want one. Oh, the emoji things. Like, okay. What do you mean you want one? Olivia throws in $5. Beat this Fleet Paw. I may be eating Fleet Paw Minion tonight. I think you mean Fleet Paw, like mignon, filet mignon. But yes, there you go. She's got a bigger bribe tonight, Fleet Paw. Pumpkin Spice, February 16th, Picard, final season. Did they move that up from a March release? They did not. No, it's been February 16th since we first heard about it. Hesse Scout Guy, 16 centimeters of snow equals 6.29 inches. Well, there you go. That's a lot of snow. I'm not going to say anything else about 6.29 inches. Mike says it snowed a little. The rain washed it all away. Yeah, we haven't had any snow until like today, pretty much. Had some at Christmas, over like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. That all went away. We've had a very, very, very mild winter. So can't really complain. And even this whole week that's coming up where it says it's going to snow, it's still hovering around freezing, like 0, sometimes -1, -2. But it's just hovering around that freezing point. So Fleetpaw says we got about 12 centimeters here in Rochester. Back home, they told me we got roughly 18 to 20 centimeters. Wow. Geraldine says it's for 24-month milestone. Oh, yes. For being a member, channel member. Fleetpaw, you can pick one of those shirts up at the Teespring shop or the T Public store. Links in the description. That's true. We do have that available on T-shirts as well, so you can get it that way. Bright Starline, second vote for a Camaro ride-along video. All right, that's 2. Keeping score, keeping a tally in my head. This is the way. I'm going to be saying this is the way a lot because, like I said, I'm rewatching Mandalorian, so it's kind of stuck in my head. It's like right after every time I watch Borat for like 2 weeks, I'm like, this is very nice, great success. It drives Sylvia insane. Fleetpaw says, ooh, I'll get there. It happens real fast. LOL, I'm going on 36 myself. 36 months. Oh, yes, look, indeed, he is. Mike says, you're lucky it snowed during Christmas. We had a green Christmas here in Connecticut. You'd say that. Like, I agree. I love a white Christmas. I love it to snow on Christmas. But it was so bad, blizzard-wise, that nobody could travel. We had to postpone our Christmas Eve plans, which we have done every year since me and Sylvia have been together, had to postpone those until the following week, which is going out to her sister's place because she lives in the country and the roads were just absolute shit. So it's the first time in like 13, 14 years that we've had to change plans for Christmas Eve. Worked out pretty good though, but still. So I like a white Christmas. I just don't like it being travel conditions that you can't travel. I don't really appreciate that too much. So. Let's see. Pumpkin Spice. I wonder why they dropped the new Stargazer A from Picard's last season. That would have been a good series. Captain Rios and Science Advisor Girardi. Well, I know why they are not using the Stargazer A in Picard season 3. We were talking to Doug Drexler yesterday. We actually filmed like 2 or 3 interviews with him yesterday, and great guy. He's in good spirits, so that's good. But we asked him about that, like, why not use the Stargazer? Why did you guys create the Titan A? And he said it's simple because the main protagonist has a ship that's pretty impressive, and to be fair, the Stargazer looks like it could kick its ass. So we needed a ship that felt like an underdog, that looked like an underdog, and that when you looked at it and compared to the enemy ship, you would say it's a good chance that ship's going to get the shit kicked out of it. So they don't want the hero ship to be too powerful or impressive. That's why they went with the Titan A. So, yeah, good to know. Good to know that. It's supposed to be like, it's a new ship, but it's a smaller ship, and it's not as beefy, not as mean looking as the Stargazer. That's why they went with the Titan A design. So there you go. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle, or something like that. I think that was once said somewhere. Fleet Power says, have a third vote for a ride along. Well, there you go. That's 3. Cha-ting. Checking them off. Bright Starline, this is the way of the warrior. I have spoken. That's another thing I'll be saying for a while. The I have spoken. Poor Quill. Mike votes for a Camaro ride along. That's 4. Olivia says, interview with the best moderator. Well, there's a link to the Olivia video. Pumpkin Spice, Borat is hilarious. The sequel, not so much. I didn't mind the sequel, but you're right. The first one's much better. There was a lot of good stuff to take away from the sequel, but overall, yeah, just not as good. Another vote for Camaro ride along. Thanks, Ray. That's 5. Pumpkin Spice, USS Camaro, NCC, 1979. I love it. That's great. Fleet Paw, speaking of member milestones, we need a new badge for 3-year members, something exciting and cool. It doesn't give us that option for the badges, unfortunately. We've already filled all the badges with the ones we have available, and there's no other options for, it should change like every year maybe, or every 5 years or something after that, but nope. Mike says, geez, that sucks. Ideally, I would like about 3 inches for Christmas. That's what she said. Am I right? Eric Martin, evening cap. You're live and I'm working as usual. Well, good to see you. Glad you could make it, Eric. Hopefully you're well and the work isn't too overwhelming. But yeah, I'll need to send something along via text to cheer you up. So, Fleetpaw, how about a Foley class or a Foley refit class for 3-year members? If I could, I would. Donald Jones Gonzalez. Hello. Pumpkin Spice. Wow, that is strange, as TOS and TNG Enterprise vessels are supposed to be the most powerful and advanced ships in the fleet. Yeah, that's because it's a fucking Enterprise. It's not the Titan. That's what the point. This isn't the flagship. This isn't the hero ship. This isn't like the top of the line fleet ship. This is just the Titan that they could get a hold of for this mission. How they get a hold of it, I don't know. Is it just because it was Riker's old ship's namesake? I don't know. Is it because 7 of 9's on it? Probably. I don't know why, but it's not the Enterprise. It's not a flagship. It's not one of the head honcho ships. So, That's why. Mike says, how much to install the pussy magnet? Well, it already is a pussy magnet. It's a Camaro. That's not true, actually. There's a meme. There's a meme of what I think it's like when I go cruising in my classic car. And you got these like really hot chicks in bikinis, like, hey, baby, how's it going? Nice car. And then what it's really like, and you see this like 55, 60-year-old guy with his arm out the window of like a minivan, and he says, hey, nice car. I used to drive one of those in high school. And you're like, yeah, that's exactly what it's like. So, yeah. Pumpkin Spice, I command the USS Stealth, NCC 1992. Pete Palace says, boo, fracking YouTube. Why, what happened? Oh, for the member, the milestone badges. Yeah, I know. Andrew Pyra. Good evening, Captain. Good evening. Eric Martin, let's find a fund, or let's start, oh my God, my brain. Let's start a fund to repaint the Strange New Worlds Enterprise. Amen. I also need a fund to repaint the Camaro. The Camaro needs a new paint job. So maybe one day I'll get the money together for that, but need to do a few things with that car. One of which is a new instrument cluster. One of which is a paint job. The list goes on and on. Owning a classic car is always fun. Terrence Childs, tell me that you have a convertible. I do not have a convertible. Second gen convertible Camaros. There are a few of them, but they're rare, and they have to be modified to be like that because they didn't come like that. So I do not have a convertible, no. Hello, Donnie. Pumpkin Spice. When I take my Stealth out, most girls ask what it is. They never saw one before, LOL. My dad almost bought a Stealth back in the day. He wanted to get a Stealth. He ended up getting a Laser. I don't know if anybody remembers the Chrysler Laser, but Dad had turbo in it. It was a nice car. Peppy, fast, it had a really cool interior. But yeah, it wasn't the Stealth. I would have preferred the Stealth personally. Hello, Vance. SC Scout Guy, Stuart, are you worried about the new YouTube monetization rules? No. Donald Gonzalez. 15 quadrillion bajillions unit quintillion. Oh, quintillion. Galactic Space Magnet Garbage Collector and Space Junk Collectors Only, named Queen. Oh, okay. Just Jay says 66 Galaxy 500 convertible. Nice. Fleet Paw, while we're starting funds, I need to start a fund to get a MacBook Pro. The way I want it configured is $6,500. Oh, Fleet Paw. I think you resent that parcel. Is there any estimated date when it's coming? I've kind of expected it the last few days, and I haven't seen anything or heard anything. So I don't know if there's been a problem with that. If you could just let me know sometime, that'd be great. Looking forward to getting it, because I want to do some reviews. Mike says it's not a classic car without the pussy magnet. Stealths were cool. They were. Eric says the Laser was fast in turbo mode if you could keep the front wheels from running away with torque steer. I had tempo at the time and was so jealous of everyone else. Yeah, I didn't get it. I think I drove the Laser like twice. I had the opportunity to drive it twice. But I liked the Laser. It was a nice little car. Pumpkin Spice. The Stealth and Laser were related. Same platform, just different engines. Mitsubishi twin turbo V6 and 4 turbo, which ended up in the Lancer Evolution. Mike says, my fantasy car is the M36 Jeep. What about the M35? Um, Pumpkin Spice. The Laser did offer all-wheel drive. That helped with control of it. Yes, my dad's was all-wheel drive. Fleet Paw, still stuck in customs. I've been tracking daily, currently in Woodbridge. In clearance delay. Oh, figures. SC Scout Guy. Thank you for the update, though, Fleet Paw. SC Scout Guy. My brother had a 1985 Dodge Dakota Turbo Z in the late 80s. I remember thinking it was so badass, then he would pick me up when he would pick me up from school. Yeah, the old cars, man. The reason I like 79 Camaros myself is because my dad had a 79 Camaro. It was light blue, didn't have a spoiler on the back, wasn't anything fancy. And I hated Camaros. I didn't think it looked like a good looking car at all growing up. And then guess what? I had to drive it to school. Once you start driving a car, you get a new appreciation for it. And yeah, I drove it to school for like 2 years, got to drive around in it. And then my 18th birthday, I wanted to get a car. And my grandma and my dad pitched in and bought me this 79 Camaro, same year as my dad's, but mine's dark blue and was all modded up and souped up. And yeah, the rest is history. So yeah, never liked the second gen Camaros growing up, but learned to appreciate them. So Pumpkin Spice is nice. I like the 1989 Daytona Shelby with T-tops. Mike says, I just want a nice military Jeep and an old World War II Sherman. ST Scout Guy, I have a 1979 International Scout 2. Okay. Fleet Pot, it's getting annoying. I filled out the paperwork in triplicate, sent it in, called the customs house, called FedEx, banged my head off a wall, and apologized for not understanding the process. I'm never shipping FedEx again. You were originally going to ship United States Postal Service. What happened with that? Because, yeah, FedEx, cross-border FedEx, I don't think is a brilliant idea. I don't remember the tale of why you decided not to ship just via the regular post. So, my brother had a 1979 Datsun 280Z, drives just like the 92 Stealth, just not as fast. Mike said the gun would always be loaded with blanks. Oh, okay. Fleetpaw says, but I did find a 3D Blu-ray for you. I'm going to send it United States Postal Service. Sweet, thank you, Fleetpaw. You're spoiling me. Stop it. Eric Martin, I like T-tops, but they don't make them anymore. Convertibles aren't too practical for Canada. That's true. And T-tops are cool. A lot of people took Camaros and stuff and converted them to T-tops. You could get T-top Camaros, which is fine, but those have reinforced frames. A lot of people that did conversions just cut out the things, they put in the T-top things, whatever, made the mistake of not reinforcing their frames. So the engines are so powerful that without the extra support in the roof, when you floored it, you would twist your frame of the car. So not good. So those conversions are bad unless you actually, do reinforce the frame. I would love to have a T-top, but alas, I do not. Just the way it is. Yeah, but convertibles in Canada, you can get like quite a few good days of use out of them, but yeah, it's not ideal, generally speaking. Ben Funboy, I have a 73 Ford Pinto, runs like a champ. Bright Starline, currently looking for a 74-75 Pontiac Firebird Esprit, similar to Rockford's from the Rockford Files. Mike Charest, maybe a German T22. Okay. SC Scout Guy, every vehicle I've ever owned with a T-top or sunroof always ended up leaking. That's the other problem. Yeah. Ray Rivera, always loved the Nissan 300ZX twin turbo. Birth Defect says my dream car would be a 1970s 1970s Chevy Nova, real lady killer. Chuck says, have you read the Illyrian Enigma? Any thoughts on it? I have not, and I don't have any thoughts on it because I don't know what it is. It is, as you would say, an enigma to me. Pumpkin Spice. T-tops came out because automakers thought convertibles would be banned in the early 70s, made famous by the legendary 1977 Trans Am Smokey and the Bandit. Absolutely. I just watched a making of Smokey and the Bandit documentary like last week. I need to watch the movie again soon. Eric Martin says, I'm really liking The Last of Us. I've only seen the first episode. I need to check out the next one. But yeah, so far so good. Cheers to that. Mike says, I also want to get a German Damascus blade. Damascus or Damascus from World War II. Curtis is here. Hey, Curtis, how's it going? Good to see you, my friend. I've been seeing you been posting a lot of videos and stuff, a lot of music, and yeah, I've got to say I listened to a few of them, so keep up the good work, my friend. SC Scout Guy. Stuart said Nissan 300ZX. But when he says Camaro Z28, he says Z. Well, because there's correct ways to say things. Like in Stargate Atlantis, it is not a ZPM, it's a ZPM. I know McKay, who's Canadian, says ZPM. That's wrong. It's a ZPM. So yeah, it's a Z28. Z28, just some people say that. I say Z28 because that's what it is. But anyway. Bright Star Line, have you heard of Trans Am Depot? They take new Camaros, turn them back into Pontiac Firebird Trans Ams and GTOs legally with General Motors blessings. What I've been told. Yes, I have seen those conversions, and they're pretty cool. Pretty cool. Just wish they'd get on board and actually start making new Trans Ams and stuff. That'd be great. I don't know why they haven't. Probably a licensing thing, because I don't know. It's just stupid. Just make them. Fleetpaw says, I want a first-gen Ram with a V12 come in it. You want 12V come in it, eh? Okay. But they are getting extremely hard to find. I'll probably never get my hands on one. Why would you want 12 people to come in your truck? That's just disgusting. Fleetpaw. Anyway. Curtis says, I hear the pug in the background. Yes, you hear two pugs. One here, one over there. One's right at my feet, which is probably the one you're hearing. Mike says, Der Fuhrer made one for each of his lieutenants. Well, there you go. What a good reason to want one. Birth defect. What do Canadians call the metal foil? It's aluminum foil. Why? Do you want to say aluminium? Because we're not British. So, no, it's aluminum. Aluminum foil. Chuck Jones. Strange New Worlds comics tie-in between season 1 and 2. Nice. Haven't been reading them. Curtis says, I had to take down the music videos because of copyrights. I got another friend who's got 2 strikes on his channel, so I stopped the music. But I'm going to do some gaming on the channel next. Did you get copyright strikes or copyright claims? Because they're different. 3 strikes and you're out. Claims doesn't matter. If it gets copyright claim, that just means whoever owns the rights to it gets the money that you make off the video. and it doesn't affect your channel, really. Some copyright claims restrict it from being viewed in certain countries. There's a lot of different things with that, so got to be very clear whether it's a copyright strike or a copyright claim. I doubt it would be a strike, honestly, because a strike would be if you stole somebody's video and put it on your channel because you're using their content. Music, anytime there's music in one of our videos and it gets flagged, it's just a copyright claim, which means the music goes to the copyright's owners or holders of that music. So I doubt there were strikes. Mike says, here, highly sought after by World War II collectors. Curtis says he got the strikes. Well, strikes are bad. He wasn't just putting music up then. He was doing something else. Birth defect. Had to check. LOL. I call it aluminum because I stutter like an idiot when I try to say aluminum. Hearing Zed still sounds odd to me. Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead. Terrence Childs, I have a question for you. Do they have Captain Crunch in Canada? Yes. Yes, we do. But we don't have like the 15 different flavors of Captain Crunch like you guys do. And I don't think everywhere in Canada has it either. So, but yes, we do. Bright Star Lines, CBS Paramount should officially make Star Trek Continues canon, in my opinion. Yeah, and they won't. Forgot the T in front of here. So you meant to say there? That's the wrong there, my friend. They're highly sought after by World War II collectors. That would be THEY, comma, or thingy, RE. They are, not there as in over there. So, English with Foley. Always a fun time. So yeah. So, I remember why I hated hospitals today. I mean, when I took Sylvia into the hospital and had to sit there for like an hour and a half, the incompetence that was on display. It's like, what the I don't want to get into it really, but I was thinking of doing some rant alarms, because a lot of things have come up lately, but I'm like, I need to rant about that. So the Rant Alert series, or the did I say rant alarm? Shit, I did. The Rant Alert series on the Captain Foley personal channel may be coming back sometime soon, so keep your eyes and your ears peeled for that, if you're into that kind of thing. Peanut butter Captain Crunch is the best. I'll trade it though for ketchup chips or ketchup Lay's. Yeah, man, ketchup. It's good shit. Terrence Childs, I have another question for you. Is it true that Canadians can actually make wine out of maple syrup? Yes. Not really wine per se, but it's just a super sweet alcohol. We also do ice wine, which I'm sure you guys probably do as well. But ice wine comes in smaller bottles, and it's really super sweet wine. They do is they wait till the grapes freeze, and that condenses the sugar inside the grape. And so it's actually more expensive, the wine, but it comes in smaller bottles, which is really weird. Because it's kind of like a special thing they do. They have to wait till all the grapes freeze. But ice wine as well. So, and yes, maple wine, I've heard of it. I've never tried it. But I don't know what the process is for that. But yes, I believe that is an actual thing, yes. There, yes, that's the one, right? Curtis, I'm eating some Cheez-It crackers. Those are good. Those are good. Mike says, yeah, I suck at spelling. Yes, please, rant alert. To do a rant alert on spelling and pronunciation and all those things. James McD. Hey, Cap. Ice wine comes from my area in Niagara. Yes, Niagara. Niagara has some good wine coming out of there, so I didn't know you were in Niagara. That's awesome. Captain Casey Stewart. Captain, have you ever tried mead? Yes, indeed I have. A few times. Mike says, all hands rant alert stations. Or all hands rant stations, yes. Donnie Pearson. When I have first heard of Zed, I have thought of Lord Zed from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Fleet Paw throws in $10. Thank you so much, Fleet Paw. There you go. You've already beat Olivia with your bribe. So, rant alert, rant alert. All hands report to rant alert stations. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill. Rant alert, rant alert. All decks report. Ready, Captain. What are your orders? I love it. Birth defect cheese whiz on popcorn. Yum. SC Scout Guy. My company has a facility in Barrie, Canada, and I have been trying to get them to send me there so I can check things out. Barrie's kind of a shithole, though. Barrie's about a 6-hour drive from me, and my brother lives in Barrie. Not my oldest brother, Steve, but the one in the middle. He's my older brother, but he's my brother Sean. He lives in Barrie. It's kind of a shithole, and everything there is under construction right now. If you try to drive up there right now, like, the roads are all fucky. So, yeah, I wouldn't recommend going to Barrie, personally. It's not close enough that I'd want to, drive to meet you if you wanted to hang out or something. I could send you the way of my brother, and you can meet my brother, but I wouldn't force that on anybody. So, at least not Sean. I mean, Steve's cool. Sean, don't get me wrong, I like my brother, but yeah. Moving on. Tony says, speaking of my fan-made once and always poster in the style of the Picard final season final poster, is on my DeviantArt page. Don P1 is my designation. Go check out Donnie Pearson's DeviantArt page. Ben Funboy, we're not going to make it, are we? John Connor. Mike Charest, I love New Orleans style chips. New Orleans. Birth defect, pickle flavored New Orleans chips, fantastic. Pickle flavor is good. Curtis Simpkins, I got Batman Arkham Origin, never played it yet. I was wondering if it's any good, Captain. Yes, the Arkham games are really good. Origins. Trying to remember if I've actually played Origins, though. I don't recall. I've liked all of the Arkham games, so say it's a safe bet it's going to be good. Terrence Childs, is anyone else watching this new sport called slapping? It's on right now. That's just stupid shit. Curtis says, I got it. It was on sale. Yeah. Jeff W., the season of Titans season 4 will be its last. Never watched any of it, so. Terrence Childs, they're slapping the hell out of each other on TBS. I can't believe this. Yeah, it seems stupid to me, but hey. Mike Stress, what do you call a one-legged woman? Eileen, what do you call a man with no arms, no legs, lies on the floor? Matt, what do you call a guy with no arms, no legs, hanging on a wall? Art. What do you call a guy with no arms, no legs, lying on the ground beside a hole? Phil. Oh, the old jokes. There's lots of good jokes, but bad jokes from back in the day. Yeah. I can think of some, but they're kind of offensive, and probably in this PC world that we live in now, I wouldn't get away with them. But anyway. peg. That's the woman when she gets a wooden leg, yeah. D1A, maybe. I am drunk. I am Robin Leach. I don't know why. You're Robin Leach, eh? Lifestyles of the rich and famous. She came to the right place. Lieutenant Raymond Anders. Hi, Cap. We are in Arkansas and last 2 days had up to 12 inches of snow. Wow, holy shit. Curtis says, I have the other Batman Arkham, and I'm still playing the city one right now. Mike Shrest says, how does a one-legged woman work? I hop. It's awful. Oh, where does a one-legged woman work? I hop would make more sense. Terrence Childs, I'm not messing with anyone out there. This is a real show. They're actually slapping the hell out of one another. And it's on TBS. I know you're not messing with us. I've seen it, and it's not new. It's been around for a long time. It's like the stand at the table, and they fucking wind up, and they just fucking boom. It's not really a slap, though, because you're hitting, like, the jaw, and that's, like, that can knock somebody out. It's not really just a slap. It's like a... So, yeah, the slapping championships. Fleetpaw says, I've seen it, Terrence Childs. It's fucking stupid. It's funny, but stupid, yes. Jeff W., I mean, it's your stream, your rules. That's true, but... Terrence Childs, so I am not alone. You are not. Terrence Childs, when did slapping the hell out of someone become a sport? It's called slap fights. Yeah. Birth defect. That Olsen chick in that slap fighting show was the one who got famous for her watermelon thigh YouTube videos. Oh, weird. What, crushing a watermelon with her thighs? Interesting. This is great. He reads off what we type. Fudge, I am drunk. Only Chuck Norris can dive by zero. I do read what you guys type. And considering I have dyslexia, and today I'm super tired and stressed out, sometimes I read them wrong because my brain tries to translate it. And so thank you for that. Curtis says, I need you to play your VR Batman game, Captain. Now, that was cool. That game is cool, and I haven't gone back to try it. I've been going back and doing VR stuff again. I love VR so much. And February 22nd? Yeah, February 22nd, the PlayStation VR 2 is coming out. The PSVR 2, and I'm super excited for that, so... SC Scout Guys, Stallone after seeing this slapping show next summer, Over the Top 2, The Slapping Stallion. Over the Top, that's a movie I haven't seen in a long time. Fleetpaw. Oh, yeah. Love this. Gin and 7-Up is great. The VR2 costs more than the disc system. It's true. It is very true, yes. But there's a woman who crushes stuff with her tits. Yep, seen her too. That's got to be painful. I don't care how trained they are. The way she does it, it's just like... can't be good for them. It really can't. And it's not attractive. It's not... interesting really in any way, and I just kind of like, it's gotta hurt, why would you do that? Not really my thing. So yeah, anywho, it's impressive, the pain tolerance. Sure it is. Wow, that was Lola, the Libis pug. You okay? You're sound asleep. That's the problem. Um, yeah. Well, Curtis says, Captain, have you ever watched Laura Legends on YouTube? She buys lots of toys. Yeah, I've watched Laura Legends for a long time now. Fellow Canadian YouTuber. She's pretty great. She's pretty great. Don't have any complaints really about her. She's pretty great. I'll just leave it at that. Birth defect. Pfft, that's nothing. Seen a chick who can hold weights on tethers from her meat curtains. Yes. Well, you get the picture. Yeah, I've seen that as well. That's not impressive to me. That's just like stupid, honestly. Ray Rivera. I just watched 2 minutes of the slapping. Pass. Mike says, I got one. You know they're replacing the Green Goblin with the Mind Goblin. Mime Goblin, these nuts. Mind Goblin, these nuts. That's good. D1A, maybe. Canadians are okay. Crusher from Quebec is awesome. Who is Crusher from Quebec? Quebec. Canadians are okay. People from Quebec, they don't really want to be Canadians, so I think the least I say, the better. It's probably a good rule of thumb there. Fleet Pass says, I like fit women, but my definition of fit doesn't involve the chick that could potentially, one, pick my fat ass up, or two, pass for a well-muscled guy from a distance. Curtis says, your pug needs to do a snoring contest, Captain. I know, but she's so cute. It's okay, because she's so cute. SC Scout Guy, I finally got the last of my pipes replaced that froze and burst during the crazy cold weather we had during late December. Now my wife will have to find something else to complain about. Well, that's the wonderful thing about wives and women. They always have a long list of things to complain about. So don't worry, my friend. You'll be fine. Bend Funboy. I don't know. It was your dog. Thought you were farting. Oh, fuck. I hate that when people are like, did you fart? No. The fuck? Why would I do that on camera? That's just... I own pugs, for fuck's sakes. And unfortunately, they like to be with me. So I can't do a live without them here. So you're going to hear them snoring, you're going to hear weird noises, and no, it's not me farting. For Christ's sakes. That gets kind of irritating after a while, honestly, hearing people say that. So... You know, lumberjacking is a frickin' sport. Well, yeah. D1A, maybe. A guy I know from back in the day, a good person. He spoke only French and was hilarious with his translations. Ah, yes, the French. Curtis says, oh, I have a new series on my channel showing my DVD collection. Nice. Terrence says, I hope that someday you get to try the new versions of Frosted Flakes. They're delicious. Instead of they're great. Lieutenant Raymond Anders are in Star Trek clubs like Starfleet International Fan Association. I rejoined a ship in Arkansas called the USS Sung Soo, NCC 1745. I am their chief engineer as lieutenant. And thank you your time and pugs. Were you asking if I was in any Star Trek clubs? or am. I am not. Trekyards, obviously. But I used to be in the back in the day, the Star Trek official fan club. I was in that for a while. I got the original like Star Trek official fan club patch to put on a shirt, and it came with a magazine every month. So, no, I'm not a member of any, but I used to be. Fleet Paw says, should we put warning? You may hear someone something that sounds like farts. It's not. It's Pug snoring in the description. Probably because I don't want people thinking that that's happening. So. Joseph Cole, $5. Hi, Kat. Been a minute since I've got to check in on a live. Hope you had a wonderful holiday season. I did. Good to see you, Joseph. Welcome back. Hopefully everything's well with you. Hopefully you also had a good holiday season. And, yeah. Welcome aboard. I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to have a puff off this. If anybody's uptight about it. I don't really give a shit, so... There you go. But yeah, as I said, hit that like button if you haven't, by the way. But as I said at the beginning of this, I am going to be doing a live sometime this week, probably, one of these late night lives, talking about The Mandalorian. I'm going back and rewatching seasons 1 and 2. I just started season 2 today, actually. So I want to talk about The Mandalorian because it's fantastic, and the new season is coming up in March. So I want to do a live on that topic. I also have some really fun, cool little videos, I think, that'll be coming out on the Captain Foley personal channel. So if you're able to check those out, if you're not subscribed, go subscribe to the Captain Foley personal channel. But I'm looking forward to those. If it works, if this idea works, this might become somewhat like a comedy series that I do. So stay tuned for that. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but I was filming one right before this live. What else? There was something else, but I cannot recall now. Go subscribe to the Captain Foley personal channel. Enjoying some Forza and live streaming. Good night. Yes, it is good night, Joshua. Australia is not real. Just to ask a flat earther. Puts in $5 Australian. Happy Australia Day. The city slickers are trying to cancel it on me. Oh, okay. Curtis is in a Jim Carrey mask kind of mood and says, smoking. D1A, maybe. Lower Decks or Prodigy. I think both are great. I also think both are great. But honestly, the one that impressed me the most, especially this season, was Prodigy. Prodigy season 1 is fucking great. Lower Decks season 3 or 4, I forget which season it was. This was lackluster compared to the previous seasons of Lower Decks. But Lower Decks is great. I have no problem with Lower Decks. It's one of our favorite new treks here on Trekyards. But Prodigy, I think, is my favorite new trek from this last year. So, Chris says, I want to see a Star Trek Lower Decks based South Park game, mobile game. There is one. There already is a Star Trek Lower Decks mobile game. Curtis, do you have a Star Trek Strange New Worlds on Blu-ray, Captain Sir? No. No. Strange New Worlds I don't. I'm just thinking what I do have from the new stuff. I think I've only got Lower Decks Season 1 on Blu-ray. Fleetpaw, Captain Foley's personal channel is there. Click that link. Go subscribe. Jeff W., I got the Blu-rays of Classic Knight Rider and BSG this week. I've got the Blu-rays of Classic BSG. I don't have the Knight Rider Blu-rays yet, though. But that's very cool, man. Captain Casey Stewart, I just bought complete series of Rockford Files. Ah, yes, the Rockford Files. Really? Curtis says, I saw it on my wall in my Walmart the other day, and I don't have it yet. Joseph Cole says, coolest Christmas gift this past year. Coolest? I think one of the best ones is my second monitor. I finally got a new second monitor. I have like a 2-monitor setup downstairs. Sylvia got me a really good one though. So I was like, probably the best gift. Coolest though? Sylvia also got me a lightning ball, not a plasma globe, not a plasma ball, not the one that has like the pink and blue tendrils. This is a lightning ball. So it's got a little thing at the bottom, and it's got these lightning things that streak out on the side, and it's all blue. That would probably be the coolest thing. Or what my daughter got me. She got me the Star Trek Captain's box set, the autobiographies of James T. Kirk, Jean-Luc Picard, and Catherine Janeway. I do have, up there, I got the Captain Kirk one in hardcover. I don't think I ever got the Picard or Janeway, though. I definitely didn't get the Janeway. I think I might have got the Picard in softcover. But she got me this. This is very cool. I was so happy that she got me this. It was like a home run. But yeah, it's the autobiographies of Kirk, Picard, and Janeway, which I need to read, actually. At some point. Let's read an excerpt. So I went to see him in his quarters and made him read the speech he gave when he killed all those people. I had written it out from memory and made him record it. The revolution is successful. I always remembered that phrase. He'd say it back then with confidence, with arrogance, as if the crazed rationale for killing all those people was somehow a cause. Now an older man said it wearily, with some bitterness. He got through the whole speech. I still didn't know. But yeah, this is probably the coolest one I got. Thanks to my beautiful daughter, Cassie. She did a really good job getting me a gift this year, so awesome, awesome, awesome. This is the way. This is the way. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3. What the hell? What the hell, bruh? There we go. Let's put those back. And they come with like 3 picture things. The Janeway, the Picard way, and the Kirk way. I got a lot of cool stuff for Christmas, so. All right. I need to get the Blu-ray Wonder Woman and Knight Rider to put them. Yes, Knight Rider and Wonder Woman would both be great on Blu-ray. Starships of Greatness. Hi, how are you? Cute dog, and love your channel. Thank you. That's just one of my dogs. That's Precious, the oldest pug. Got a young pug down here named Lola, sleeping at my feet. But thank you. Let's see. How's Puglet? Still recovering from the surgery, or is she back to normal? Well, she's still recovering. That was like, it was a week ago yesterday for the surgery. But she's been doing really well. Has been since day one. She hasn't really even slowed down at all. So she's doing very good. Olivia, look at that adorable puppy, or puggy. Oh, this makes me want to come to Canada, stake out the Foley house, and dog nap one of them. Precious or Lola. Jeff says just got them just before they were supposed to get 4 to 8 inches of snow today, so we'd have something to binge. So of course we ended up getting 1.5 inches. Nice box set. Yes, it is. What? No, Cisco. He is my captain. Garrick is awesome. I love Cisco as well, man. But no, they haven't written that book yet. They've only done those 3. So, watch patch. Which patch or badge do you like the best, Captain? Personally, TNG's comm badge for me. Yeah, I would say the TNG comm badge is my favorite one. Much better than Voyager's for sure. Jason Paris, they don't have a captain's log for Captain Cisco. That ain't right. Yeah, he's done some logs on the Defiant and stuff. Curtis Simpkins, and there's a station log too. Curtis says, Kirk always be my TV hero. Hell yeah. Fleet Paw, Admiral Janeway's Prodigy badge, the later DS9 and Voyager one, the TMPR one, and the Bajoran one for some reason, but the Trekyards one is number 1. Trekyards one is number 1. I agree with that. Yes, I like that better than the TNG badge. But I do like the TNG one. LDG, free the net. Been a minute. Good to see you, boss. Looking good. Thank you so much. Good to see you as well. And I'm not looking good today. I look like shit today, but thank you. I appreciate the lie. Jason Paris, Cisco is the man, the myth, the legend, a badass captain. Joseph Cole, have you saw Avatar yet? If so, any thoughts? I have seen it. The 3D is really good in some spots, very immersive. It's about an hour. It's about 30 minutes to an hour too long. They could have whittled some of that down, but overall, it's pretty good. It's an interesting sequel. I think they did a good job with it, and the 3D is phenomenal. So, those are my thoughts. Mike says, check out The Revolution at Sea Saga by James I. Nielsen. It's a good read if you like historical fiction. SC Scout Guy, Stuart, I'm looking at Google Maps around London. I am extremely impressed at how much all of the farmland is broken up into perfect squares. That took some serious planning. Yeah, I didn't do it, so. D1A maybe. I know, there needs to be some more DS9 books. Kira is awesome. Jeff W., there is a Cisco biography coming out. Good. I want to see an Archer one too. And the Captain Foley the Captain Foley biography will be coming out at some point too. Wasn't one episode all about one of Cisco's logs? Yeah, in the Pale Moonlight. That was his personal log. That was different. Computer, delete that entire personal log. Curtis, have you saw the new Black Panther movie, Captain? If so, how is it? All right. The new Black Panther movie is about 2 hours too long. It's not good. I didn't enjoy it. I was bored shitless. It was not good. I didn't enjoy it. It just wasn't good. Nowhere near what the first one was. I was also really tired that day. I fell asleep through some of it in the theater, so. But that doesn't mean anything. I've been falling asleep a lot lately on the couch and stuff, watching things I actually really like. So that's not a metric to gauge that it was boring. It was too long, in my opinion, and too dark. Ugly colors. I don't mean too dark, like the I'm not doing that thing, but no, honestly, the underwater stuff was too dark and just it just wasn't a. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. Is Garrett good or bad? He's both, and neither. Joshua Farrow. I love the whole look and feel of Enterprise, but needed better writing. Yeah. Had its moments. Fleetpaw. So Banner and I were discussing where in upstate New York Archer was from. Where do you think, Stuart? Not sure how much of knowledge you have about upstate New York, though. I don't have much knowledge about upstate New York, so wherever you guys concluded that would be where I'd say yes. Terrence Childs, tell me that you've seen Megan. I have not seen M3gan. I have not seen M3gan yet. Don't really care to. Delphanic Rachel, yes, that one. LOL. It's fake. Mike Charest, I want to watch Stargate, but it's only available on Prime Video in the US. Well, that sucks. Here we have it on the MGM channel, which is an addition to Prime. Amazon Prime, I believe. So we had to get the MGM channel. It's got all the Stargates on it. So Robert Westfall, just saw you were streaming. Cap, can't stay on, but just thought I'd say hi. And 41st Strike in the likes, just like the Airborne Corps. Oh, good to see you, Robert. He is plain simple Garrick. Curtis says, thanks for that. I was going to see it, but not 2 hours long, though. Well, see it. Still see it. I don't discourage anybody from seeing it. Seeing it in theaters, not necessary, but you definitely see it when it comes out, where you can catch it for free. Bright Starline, Captain, which Trek series has the best ship sound effects? TOS for me. You mean like bridge ambient sound? TOS is classic. They all have ambient bridge sounds. I really like the TNG one. It's very subtle. But maybe the bridge from Star Trek 2 or Star Trek 6 also has very good ambient sounds, if that's what you mean. Starship of Greatness. I wonder if we will ever get an upgrade to Deep Space Nine on Blu-ray or 4K. That would be cool. We will, eventually. We will. Don't worry. I remember back when I was young, I used to say, hey, you know, TOS would be really much better if they actually upgraded their special effects. And the answer was always, no, they will never do that. It'd be too expensive. It'd be more than $1 million per episode to remaster that stuff. We got it. And we got TNG with the same thing. Now, the problem is when they did TNG, they tried selling them for ridiculous prices per season for the remastered, and nobody really bought them. That's why they've kind of not done DS9 and Voyager. They will eventually do both. I have no doubt. A lot of people say, no, they won't. They can't. They don't have all the assets. You don't need all of the assets. You can work around that if that is indeed one of the reasons. However, they will do it. They will do it. I promise you they'll do it someday. Yes. Watch Small Wonder for a real horror. The old TV show Small Wonder? Small Wonder. Yeah. If you're relating that to Megan, yes, I used to watch Small Wonder all the time. Good tea, nice house. Would you be upset if Terry Metalis opens Star Trek Picard 3 in Alfred Hitchcock style and said, we fucked up season 1 and 2, so disregard it. Picard for no longer being an android. I would love that. That'd be great. Curtis, I need to get Stargate on DVD and Blu-ray. Love that series. Or get it on Blu-ray. Good night, everyone. Off to bed for me so I can be refreshed for work tomorrow. Good to see you, Robert. Thank you for coming. Go to bed. Joseph says, I go to sleep to TNG Warp. Yes. Those ambient noises are great. Curtis, the Elvis movie 2022 is okay. It has lots of stuff wrong in that movie, in my opinion. Mike says, don't get DVDs anymore. They're Chinese sweatshop garbage that skips after the first watch. Really? Fleetpaw, I like DS9's op sounds. That great spindly Cardassian monstrosity we all came to love. Raymond Anders says, have heard about the book Star Trek 2 to 6 Uniforms. Have heard about the book. So the book about the monster maroon, is that what you're saying? And no, I haven't heard. I've heard whisperings of something about that, but nothing really. Bright Star Line, all ships sounds, bridge, phasers, photons, torpedoes, all even button sounds in TOS are the best in my opinion. TOS has great sounds, don't get me wrong. Best? Possibly. Maybe. They're all great. The TNG's bridge sound effects are great. I don't know. I know you're talking about all sound effects. I get that, but Terrence says, if only The Rock's character came back for Star Trek Voyager, The Rock's character would have been great, but I bet it was scheduling conflicts and he couldn't do it. Curtis, they can do the best of DS9 and Voyager on Blu-ray. D1A, maybe. The upgraded effects for the scene in What You Left Behind was fantastic. Joseph Cole, SC Scout Guy. Pluto TV, which is now available in Canada, has 24/7 Stargate, TNG, TOS, and DS9 channels, all for free. Oh, and Doctor Who as well. Nice. Pluto TV. Joseph Cole, I saw you reference a conversation with Doug about the vulnerability of the Titan A. I think she's going to have something up her sleeve. Yes. That was a conversation we had literally yesterday with Doug when we spent 2 hours with Doug on Zoom and recorded a few episodes, which will be coming out before Picard Season 3 airs, so look out for those. It's always great to have Doug on and talk to Doug, and it's they're great interviews for you guys to enjoy as well. So, but yeah, he was talking about that yesterday, specifically about the Titan and why it looks the way it does, and why the Stargazer wasn't used this season instead. So, Joshua, who is your do you like for characters? I'm Enterprise, if any. Who is your do you like for characters? Oh, which series do I like for characters? I don't know what you mean by that, Joshua. Please clarify. That was not clearly worded for me. Fleet Paw, there's nothing like the sound of a tactile switch or rocker being pressed. Very ASMR-y. D1A, maybe. Agreed. All the sound is great. Hard to pick among them. Mike, I go to sleep to thunderstorms, ASMR. I know it's cliche, but I love it. I love thunderstorm sounds, rain, even a babbling brook. I love going to sleep to those kind of things. But yeah, the thrum of the warp core, whoomp, whoomp, whoomp. TNG engineering is a good one to fall asleep to. So is TNG sleeping quarters. And the TNG bridge is really, really comforting and relaxing to fall asleep to as well. Until you get a red alert. JB, hey Cap, did you hear they got Gates McFadden to voice Dr. Crusher in Star Trek Online recently? No, I didn't know that, but cool. Sidewire Flame. What makes the Titan A different than just any Constitution class? Because it's not a fucking Constitution class. It's nothing like a Constitution class. I don't know why people keep thinking it's a Constitution class. It looks similar because it's retroly designed to look like that era, but it has nearly nothing in common with the Constitution class at all. So, what makes it different? It's a brand new build. It's a new ship. It just looks like a retro style. Captain Casey Stewart, pick a ship bridge you would take. Star Trek 4 bridge with upgraded flooring or Star Trek 6 bridge. I really like the Star Trek 4 bridge. That being said, I'd probably go with the Star Trek 6 bridge. I'd probably select that one. You don't really see much of the Star Trek 4 bridge. But what you do see, I do like. So, I don't know. I go with Star Trek 6, I think. Captain, oh, that one. Fleet Paw, the fact it is in a Constitution class. Yes, exactly. Sean, has anyone come across any public Titan A models to download? Not that I'm aware of. Joseph Cole, it wouldn't surprise me if the Titan A is equipped with some sort of groundbreaking tech that will make her a formidable opponent. I wouldn't be surprised either. There's got to be an explanation for all those huge impulse engines on the back. Sean would pick the Trek 6 bridge. Yes. Mike says campfire also good. Campfire is also good for going to sleep. TNG engineering actually kept me awake and got annoying halfway through my sleep. Oh no. Fleet Paw, first look breakdown on the Titan A, yes. Delphic Rachel. There's one of those Star Trek multi-hour ambience videos for Quark's Bar. Why you yelling Dabo and all. Take some guts to fall asleep. I haven't run across that one. That sounds interesting. Way you yelling Dabo. That's awesome. Captain Casey Stewart. Trek 6 bridge or 6 Excelsior bridge with the T-table. Probably still go with the Enterprise one. I do like the big MSD of the Excelsior behind the captain's chair in the Excelsior, but still go with the Enterprise. Fleet Paws sharing all of our animations. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Make sure you click the notification bell icon and select all, because we are releasing every Tuesday and Thursday leading up to the beginning of Picard Season 3. It's going to be Titan Tuesday or Titan Thursday. There's going to be a new Titan animation from Samuel showing the Titan in all its glory doing its thing. It's been approved by Terry Metalis. He's seen them all. He's going to promote them. He's sharing them on Twitter. He's totally behind us doing these, so expect to see Terry on our show at some point. And also Dave Blass, who was responsible for the beginning of season 2 of Picard. They're going to be joining us on the channel as well, so make sure the notification bell is set to all, and make sure you're subscribed. The Trek 5 bridge would make me fall asleep. I don't mind the Trek 5 bridge, actually. SC Scout Guy, is there a book about what happened to DS9 after Bajor joined the Federation? Did they replace it with a Starfleet station? There are books about that. The station actually gets destroyed, and then they build a new one. And the new one is just atrocious looking. Commander Shepard says, hi, Captain. How are you tonight? I am well. How are you? Mike says, also, I quit the campfire after I watched the 9th season of Stargate and dreamt of the Ori. Captain Casey Stewart, do you like Excelsior's bridge in Star Trek 3 with the TOS lights and sounds? I like it. Yes and no. I like the callback. Don't see enough of the bridge, first of all. Second of all, I hate the chairs. The chairs on that bridge are atrocious. I do like the TOS light callback, but I'd say for that era, no. No, you could ditch that bridge pretty easily. Sharing animation still. Maybe. D1A maybe. Just YouTube TNG sleep, and there is a vid. Good night, all. Good night. Fleet Paw, I think my favorite TMP bridge is either the Wrath of Khan bridge or Undiscovered Country. I also like Sulu's bridge. I love the Wrath of Khan bridge. It's got to be said. Joseph Cole, wow, a nice top shelf guest. And Doug Drexler. Good tea, nice house. I sleep to TNG playing in the background, but I always wake up during Data's day when Keiko is whining, nagging, and fussing. Poor Miles. D1A maybe. Why the limit on upvotes? On upvotes for what? The video? Like hitting like? Because you can only like it once. That's just the thing that's always existed on YouTube. Otherwise, yeah, we'd be blasting past 1,000 for most of our lives. That's just YouTube for you. SC Scout Guy, I just Googled the DS9 2 station, and man, that looks terrible. Yes, it does. Fleet Paw, you can only like one. This isn't Reddit, unfortunately. You can only like once, yeah. Indeed, this is true. Yeah. Well, sir. I'm getting pretty tired, and I got to get up fairly early tomorrow to help Sylvia out, so I think I'll call it quits for tonight. I do want to do a live, my Mandalorian discussion. Like I said, I want to do a late night Mandalorian discussion. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow night or the night after, or possibly Friday. Wait a minute. Tomorrow, Friday. I don't know when it'll be. It might be before Monday. Sunday, they're releasing the final trailer for Picard Season 3, and me and Sam are going to be doing a live. Once that is aired and out there, we'll be doing a live to talk about it, so please join us for that. And, yeah. Defiance, TNG, or TOS Enterprise Bridge, TOS Bridge, or Cage Bridge. The Defiance TOS Bridge. I like them all. I really prefer the Cage Bridge, though. I like the darker colors as opposed to, and the different displays up top. I like the darker colors as opposed to the red, but yeah. Joseph Cole, is Doug always as high energy? It always seems like he's cranked up to 10 on all the interviews I've seen. He's very passionate. He's always like that. He's hard to rein in. He's hard to do interviews with because he goes off on tangents, and he won't stand still. He's always like bobbing back and forth in the frame. So if you have to crop the frame like this, it's really difficult because he's doing this. Doug is just always high energy. So D1A maybe. I am still drunk as I'll get out. Love this channel. We love you too. Please come back and watch other lives when you're not drunk. But we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. And go watch all of our back content. We got a lot of content. Go check it out. Raymond Anders says good night. Yeah, he's always cranked to 11. That's true, Fleepa. So thanks so much for the hangout. Thank you, Delphic, Rachel, for joining. And Curtis says good night as well. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it quits there. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Have yourselves a good night. And like I said, stay tuned for our other lives. If you want to talk about The Mandalorian, because I do. I'm watching it again, and I love it. So if you want to talk about that, we'll be doing that at some point soon here. So anyway, thank you for watching. Don't miss any of our content. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure that you click the notification bell icon to all. And if you're watching this after the fact, when it's not live, please consider giving us super thanks on the video. And everybody that super chatted, really appreciate you guys. You guys make the channel go. You are smart. You make us go. So until next time, I'm Captain Foley, and I'll catch you later. Bye, everybody.